Before we come to the executive interview with Zhang. So I'm very happy to have with us Michael Zhang, who is the KA manager at Astronergy Chint Solar, and he will talk about also a new product development at Astronergy, and that is about innovative application of applying solar modules on steel tile rooftops. Michael, the floor is yours.
Hello, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay, so thank you. Oh, so can you see the screen, the slide here? Okay. Hello. I'm Michael from Chint Solar, and this is my honor to be able to have this presentation here in TaiyangNews. The topic of my speech today is the innovated application of applying a solar module on steel tile rooftop. My speech consists of 5 major parts. The first one is about the industry overview that we will go through the background after the about the development of solar energy in the world and in China. And the second part is the selection of solar module for distributed generation scenarios, as we know that the requirements for a solar module on the rooftop is quite different from what we need for utility-scale solar plants. The third part is about the system solution for DG scenarios beyond the existing system solutions we have now in the market. We would like to present our solution, which is called the Telogy. The fourth part, we would like to show some project cases we did in China. And the last part, we will go through, have a brief introduction of our company. So let's start. Since we are all experts in solar energy, we know that during the last decades, the growth of this clean energy has been booming worldwide. We have observed a year-on-year increase of about 13%, and so far, the accumulated installed capacity of solar energy in the world has reached about 756 gigawatts in the world. Besides, yet we are expecting an even bigger target to reach in the coming decades, as there is still a long way to go before we could slow down the temperature rise. So the solar energy industry will definitely keep growing at an even higher speed. The same story is happening in China. As we all know, the President Xi Jinping has announced our target to reach the peak of CO2 emission by 2030 and the neutrality of CO2 in 2060. Besides, the COVID-19 is very well controlled in China, so this gives us all the resources to focus on solar energy development. After we talk about the big picture, let's have more detail about the market division between different system types. In this, we must stress that the distributed generation accounts for 32.2% of the total market, which is very big. Why this number is very important? To complete a utility-scale solar plant, it takes 2 or 3 years or even more time, and you have to negotiate with all the authorities and other stakeholders. It is hard and complicated. But when we turn to the distributed generation project, it takes only several months from the beginning to the completion, because the owner of the rooftop is the only one you need to talk with. So people like to put more focus on the DG project. But a good business model is not always good from the beginning. So it takes time for people to understand and to find benefits. We can see here on the left, the share of activity by type of engagement. About 10 years ago, only strategic investments had focused on the TG market, and now a lot of companies with in-house manufacturing, especially the solar module manufacturers, are doing this business. The chart on the right shows us the share of activity by customer type. 10 years ago, only commercial and industrial users wanted to adopt solar energy, by which they can save the energy cost. But now, more and more residential users are considering solar energy. This means the market is growing. We are having more and more potential customers in the market. On this slide, we are demonstrating the cost of a DG PV system. The unitary cost of a system was only 54 cents per watt last year, and in this year we have seen 2 cents less, and we are expecting lower and lower price for next decade. We know that the unitary price in 2010 or even 2015 was much higher than what we have now, maybe double or triple the price. Thanks to the rapid development and scale expansion of PV industry, this kind of clean energy has never been so ideal for mankind to combat against the climate change. This is about our company's presence of distributed generation business in China. We have now covered more than 20 provinces in the country for both commercial and industrial and residential PV application. In total, we have reached about 8 gigawatts of nearly 500,000 households in the country, which equals to 30% of the total market share. This makes us the leader among our competitors. So the second part is about solar module selection. The solar module on the rooftop is quite different from what we use for utility scale. There are several pain points, such as limited area for bigger capacity, limited space for installation by the workers, and very limited accessibility for operation and maintenance. So we must find a solar module with higher efficiency to reach higher system capacity while with lower BOS costs, and the measurements should be less than 1.8 meters and the weight should be less than 23 kilograms. This is a comparison between different mainstream module types. Here we have M6 or G12 type. Both of them have something good, also some problem. So we would like to present the ASTRO 5S in the center, the solar module with M10 cell. The power of this solar module is 415 watts, which is the balance between all the advantages and the disadvantages. We also did some tests and calculation from where we have reached a conclusion that the ASTRO 5S solar module is able to contribute a reduction of BOS cost by around 1 cent per watt in US dollars, and the system capacity could have be increased by 3%. The reduction of cost means saving money, and more energy generated means gain more money. This is a technical specification of the solar module. The 182 millimeter solar cell is made from the gallium doped technology that brings lower degradation along the years. 30 millimeter reinforced frame ensures a strong body and a lighter weight. On this slide, we are showing the change in intelligent manufacturing. We are awarded in 2016 the Sino-German intelligent manufacturing demonstration base by the Chinese government, and in 2020 we were awarded the intelligent PV pilot demonstration enterprise, also by the Ministry of Technology and the Ministry of Information Technology. a reliable product can only be produced by high-tech factory. Here are some features of our factory. For example, the full automation of production, AI cell quality tester, which we work with Alibaba. We upload all the pictures we take from our solar modules, and they will do the AI test and return to us the results in 1 minute. Also, we have automatic material preparation and delivery by unmanned vehicle and automatic process monitoring. This is another feature that I've said. All the picture, all the cells are tested by artificial intelligence, and we are able to have 50% manpower reduction, 100% full inspection capacity, and 200% inspection speed. The EL device with AI identification technology can realize the full EL inspection of all the cells, and the accuracy rate is over 98% at detection speed of 0.5 seconds per cell. Okay, this is the third part is about system solution for DG scenarios. Right now, we have three types of buildings. The first is government public building. Second is in commercial and industrial buildings. The third one is a household PV building. The idea rooftop for a distributed generation is first, we have very good solar resources, and second, we have idle rooftops. Then the factory or the people living in the building, they have a high energy consumption. Also, the energy tariff is very high. And the DGPV solution can be divided into BAPV, BIPV, and the third one is the one we would like to present, the Telogy pre-assembled BIPV solution. Here we have the picture of these three types. The BAPV is very traditional. It is installed on the existing building. For example, we need to have the concrete foundation, and then to install the bracket, the rackings, and then the solar modules. We have very strict requirements for this kind of system. For example, we need to have enough the payload of the rooftop, and then we need to do waterproof after we complete the installation. In many cases in China, we need to also need to do the reinforcements of the rooftop before we can install the foundation. In order to make the PV power generation system more stable, and later the modules, the brackets can resist more wind force, the foundation will be positioned first. Then the framework will be erected, concrete will be poured and maintained. The foundation of rooftop will be fixed, and then the modules and the bracket will be installed. The second type is the system installed on color steel tile. In this case, we must first observe the type of the color steel tile. For example, the color steel tile, in case we need to do the drilling to destruct the surface of the rooftop, we will have a lot of problems after some years, especially the water. there is not, so far there's not a very good solution to do the waterproof. And this is the roof replaced BIPV solution, which means from the very beginning, simultaneously, we do the design of the rooftop. In this case, we are replacing the traditional rooftop by solar modules. So this kind of BIPV solution is very reliable, but it is not always easy to do the design simultaneously together with the building. So the application of this kind of solution is also very limited. And this one, the third one is the Telogy pre-assembled BIPV solution we would like to present. Our slogan for the system for this solution is light as feather and bring us power, because the difference of our solution is that we are pre-assembling the solar module with the color steel tile. So we are able to get rid of the problem of waterproof. Here are some advantages. First is the structural safety. The mechanical structure locking. We have a very good performance in wind uplift resistance. And second one is the risk. We are free from the risk of water leakage because we have adopted the 330 degree vertical locking edge. So the system is able to fight against the Calipari water seepage. The third one is the fire protection. Since we have passed the Class A certificates of against the fire, and the fourth one is the thermal property. We have a very good heat dissipation, so it means a better thermal insulation. This is very useful for some kind of factories which is doing the pig raising or cattle raising. And the fourth one is we also consider the architecture aesthetic. So the rooftop installed with our solution is more beautiful. And the last one is very simple. The investment, we have a much higher return on investment than other products. We are applying the double glass solar module with hot dip galvanized zinc aluminum magnesium composite plate, which is patented. The modules are tiled and closely connected. The roof and the maintenance channel are integrated, and the installation capacity can be maximized, which means 21.4% compared to the conventional roof scheme, and the return on investment is higher. The modules are integrated with surrounding buildings conforming to aesthetic needs. The module is fixed with the composite base plate I just introduced, and the fastener is detachable, which is safe, firm, and convenient to install, and it is able to resist to a typhoon of 13 grade. Also, we have a Class A fire protection. And third one, the color steel tile have no slicing in the longitudinal direction with 360-degree vertical locking edges in the transverse direction, and no self-tapping nails penetrating and fixing the hole to prevent Calipari water seepage. It can be stepped on. So there is no need to reserve an OM passage anymore. The overall service life of the Telogy is up to 30 years. So the customer is able to enjoy higher benefits in the whole life cycle. The installation form of household PV are becoming more and more diverse, transiting from BAPV to BIPV. Residents have functional requirements of roofs such as heat insulation, sun protection, and rain protection. And at the same time, we are paying more and more attention to architectural aesthetics. In recent years, PV flat to sloping roof, which is very typical in China, conversion. Here it's a flat to sloping roof conversion. And some rooms have becoming popular, and it is believed that there will be more and more market for PV roofs, some rooms, parking sheds, and in-yard shade sheds in the future. This is a calculation of the return of investment of a DG project in our city, Hangzhou. This is a real project, and we have put some data here. The capacity of the solar system is 5 megawatts, and the extension of the rooftop is 45,000 square meters. The type of rooftop is a color steel tile. After we install a PV system, the first year we are able to generate 5.15 million kilowatts electricity, and the total life cycle we are able to generate 117.93 million kilowatt hour, which means which equals to over 5,000 tons CO2 reduction, and the whole life cycle equals to 126,647 tons of CO2, which is remarkable. And for the user, for the customer, the energy cost saved in the first year under the situation of 100% of self-consumption, it's about 4 million RMB, which equals to 635,000. And the total energy cost saved for 25 years under the same situation, it's around 13.9 million US dollars. The internal return the internal return is over 12%, which is a very good business for the investor. The first part, we have some pictures of the project we did in China. The first one is the Hangzhou East Railway Station. It's located in Hangzhou. The capacity is 10 megawatts. The power generation is around 10 million kilowatts per year. And second one it's a factory. It's a Geely Auto Linhai plant. The installed capacity is 10.3 megawatts, and the power generation during the 25 years operation period can reach 240 million kilowatt hour. The third one is another public building in Hangzhou. It's a citizen center. The capacity is 1.2 megawatts, and the generation is 1 million kilowatts per year. The last one is HIK Vision. It's located also in Hangzhou. In this case, we have embedded the logo of HIK into the PV system, which is very beautiful. In this is two BIPV cases. The left one is the factory of Jingtian Copper. For this factory, we have replaced all the rooftop with solar modules. The total capacity is 30 megawatts. The generation is 28.2 million kilowatts per year. The project adopts the structural waterproof scheme to design the PV roof system of industrial plant, which combines with the building height through the pouring performance of bracket itself, and ensures that the whole roof will not leak during the whole life cycle of the system. The other one is our solar factory, the Chint Solar in Dafeng of Yancheng City. The capacity is 1.5 megawatts. The total area is 13,000 square meter. We are making our Astro 4 Twins solar module in this factory. This base we have integrated our Telogy BIPV solution. The BIPV distributed generation technology is used to directly replace the roof, which can not only completely dispel the concern of the owners about waterproof and structural stability of the roof, but also has the characteristics of easy installation and maintenance. And the design lifespan of the rooftop is longer than 30 years, realizing purpose of increasing revenue and reducing expenditure. This is our what we did for residential PV project. It's this is a Longyou Zhixi Jiayuan project in Quzhou city of Zhejiang province. It's a totally household. We have installed the solar modules onto the roofs. Until now, the PV generation devices have been installed on the roof of more than 800 households in the new immigrants village. And the generated electricity can bring more than 500,000 RMB of power generation income to the people in the new immigrant village every year. The total capacity is 4 megawatts, and the generation of exceeds 4 million kilowatt per year, which equals to more than 3,300 kilowatts hour per household. Okay, the last one is the company profile. Here is some key numbers. We are the CHINT Group is founded in 1984. It's a leading enterprise industrial electrical appliances and new energy in China. And the annual sales of 2020 is around 14.2 billion US dollar, and we are listed as the Forbes Asian Top 50 company. We have employees of over 30,000 all around the world. From 0 to 1, the history of CHINT is about our persistence in the innovation and development. So here is a roadmap of the growing of CHINT. First period is the industrial commitment and integrated development from 1984 to 2005, and the second phase is the green energy and the intelligent manufacturing from since 2006 to 2015. And then from 2016 to date, we are constructing our platform and the empower the innovations. The Chint Solar, as a subsidiary of the CHINT Group, we have a comprehensive practice in energy industry, and the company was established in 2009 and with a registered capital of 9.38 billion RMB. The income in 2020 is around 2.27 billion US dollars. We have now a module production capacity of 12 gigawatts and a solar project completed of 8 gigawatts. And here are 10 symbols which represent the 10 major business we have in China and in the world. This is our advantages. First, the industrial chain. We are the only company in China which has the complete industrial chain of all the electrical products, and we have a international and professional team. We have a very high respect for quality, and we are the co-founder of the the ZUIG Investments, which is a financial institute in China. So we have very strong financial capability. Also, we are doing globalization. We have our sales in over 140 countries and regions in the world, and we have very good services. For example, we are offering a 24 hours service hotline to all our customers. Okay, thank you for your kind attention. Here is the presentation.
Thanks, Michael. Very interesting. Just maybe two questions. So one is, you mentioned that it is possible to step on the new Telogy modules without the risk of cell cracking or disconnection. What's the magic here?
The technology we adopted to it's about the frame. We have a stronger newly designed structure of our frame, and then it's about the glass. Since we are having a much strong we have having a much stronger glass since the solar module is double glass. So the mechanical load is very high. So we are able to step on the solar module without any concern.
It's very flat. So do you have some experience regarding soiling on the module? So when you have that, I think it's a great comprehensive solution, but have you done some case studies?
Do you mean the cleaning?
Yeah. So I think because of course with the water, we cannot really. I think there's hardly any slope, so the water cannot really run down so well and clean the modules. Do you have an experience with that?
Actually, the Chint Solar, we have our own department of O&M. So for all the system, the DG system we installed or we invested, we are doing the O&M by ourselves. So we have very routine inspection and cleaning to the solar module. So maybe the solar module itself is not resistant to the soil, but with our experience with our O&M team, we are able to maintain the generation to a very high level. So we don't have any problem about the soil.
Okay, and what about how has the market so far reacted to this product? Because it's really nice and comprehensive, and also how it is sold. Because cost-wise, because you offer basically a full roof with the module integrated, so probably it's for new builds rather than replacing product. So how has the market reacted when you talk to, I don't know, building developers, architects?
Actually, the market is reacting. The reaction is positive. Since as I introduced, we have over 30% market share in China. So it is easier for us to introduce this kind of new solution to the market. The case, the project case we did is the Dafeng base of our production plant in the Yancheng city, and we are now introducing the information to more and more customers. they are interested. Also for our team in Spain, they would like to introduce this Telogy solution to the market, and we are doing the certification process. I think soon we are going to launch the Telogy in not only in China, also in other countries.
Okay, but so at the moment it's only available in China, and the plan is to have it soon also abroad.
Right now, it's only available in China because the system also includes the composite plates under the solar module. So it is a little more complicated for us to get the certificate.
Okay. Okay, very interesting. Okay, thanks a lot. So if there's, I saw already a colleague also contributed to the chat. So if there are any questions, please ask them in the chat, and Astronergy will be happy to answer them. Once again, thanks a lot, Michael. Very interesting.
Thank you.
Projects and products. Okay, so we're coming to